Oh, don't mind me, guys. I'm just getting the thumbnail. So, hello, and yes, welcome back to another video, guys. Now, today it is vinyl update time. Very excited today. This is the most exciting pile of records I've had in a long time. There's a lot of variety in here. There's some fantastic VCLT. There's a CD, there's a Blu-ray, there's a box set. There's some soundtracks, and I'll give you a little bit of taste of some of the artists we got in here. We got a lot of new releases from some older artists. And we've got a lot of Blondie. I'm going to put / Kate Bush in there as well. I've really been into Kate Bush and Blondie lately. So, but anyway, before we get started on the video, I'm going to apologise. I don't know if you guys can tell, but I'm really stuffy today. The hay fever is doing my head in. It's so bad today. And I got no idea why. I just woke up this morning, the hay fever's bad. I'm like, I was going to film my final update today. So now I'm going to have to do it with the stuffy nose. Yeah, also, you guys who didn't watch my last video, which was my George Harrison Dark Horse review, yeah, the setup in my room has changed again. There is a video hopefully coming to show you guys what's happened to my room, because it is very different, really. Now, not just here, because I'm normally sitting the other side of my room for my videos. I'm actually on the opposite side of the room now. I'm back on the side of the room where I was when I my very first videos, I was over this side of the room. So a lot has changed in this room. So there'll be a video going over that, hopefully, sometime in the next couple of weeks. Also, for my new series video, where I talk about songs, my top 10 favourite and top 10 least favourite songs from 5 artists which you guys picked, those videos are going to start next week as well. I'm actually changing it a bit. Instead of doing like 10 videos, like the first video being my 10th favourite song and my 10th least favourite song from the 5 artists you guys picked, I'm just going to do the 5 artists. So let's say if Led Zeppelin's one of the chosen artists, I'm just going to do my top 10 Led Zeppelin songs and my top 10 least favourite Led Zeppelin songs. So it only comes down to 5 videos, and each artist has their own video. I thought that'd be better. But those videos are coming soon, guys, as well, I promise. And there's also some more vinyl updates coming. But yeah, anyway, before we get started, I can have a quick drink, because, as I say, like, the hay fever is just affecting me today. My voice is going, my ears are going, my eyes are itching, my nose is just horrible. Oh, that's a bit better. I can actually speak a bit better now. So yeah, what I'm going to do is I'm going to do VCLT first, and then I'm going to do CD, Blu-ray, box set, and then we're on to the records I bought. And it's quite a big pile today. I've done, it's been about 2 to 3 months since my last vinyl update. So it might seem like there's a lot here, but really a lot of it's only just come in recently. Because I got these shelves, about 3 weeks ago now, and once I got them up, I then thought I've got to get some new records to go on them. So a lot of these records have come in recently, but it's been a long time since my last vinyl update. So anyway, VCLT first. So massive shout out to my very good friend, VinylCollector James. It's very rare that he doesn't get mentioned in a vinyl update now, because me and him are always sending packages back and forth. But it was a big package this time. It was his 50th birthday, so happy birthday to you, James. I'm sure you're pleased I just said that on the internet. Anyway, so I got together a nice big box for him, and he done the same for me. And a lot, you'll notice in this video that I've also put Record Store Day 2017. And that's because, there were a lot of Record Store Day items. There's no record shops near me. I can't get to any record shops for Record Store Day. Not at stupid time in the morning, because it involves me going into London, and I'd rather not do that at stupid time in the morning. So I do miss out on Record Store Day. So luckily, James is always there to help me out. And he got me 1, 2, 3 Record Store Day items, and then he also chucked in 2 items into the box as well. So he's got me 5 records. It's incredible. So thank you so much, James. I've said it to you in person. I'm not going to say it here again. Thank you so much. It was an awesome package to get. I really enjoyed it, and I really hope, and well, I can't say I hope because we've actually opened it, but I'm really pleased that you enjoyed your box from me as well. But anyway, let's have a look at these records quickly. So one of the ones he chucked in was the new Temples album. I've only heard a few Temples things, a few Temple tracks on the interweb, and I do enjoy them, so I'm very pleased to get this. This is also a limited edition orange or neon orange vinyl. It's not numbered, but it's very nice. You get a load of cutouts inside as well. It's a really nice package LP. So I'm really looking forward to playing this, actually. And then we're going to get onto the free record store day ones, and then I'll save the other bonus record for at the end. So this is the only one which I think people are going to be really interested in, because the others are all soundtracks, and I don't know how interested people are in them. But people are going to be really interested in this one, I think. And this is Fleetwood Mac, the Alternative Mirage. Now, James was very kind to get me the Alternative Tusk last year. And I loved it. Honestly, I thought it was probably better than the original cut of Tusk. Because I'm not a big fan of that album, but I really digged the Alternative Tusk. I do enjoy Mirage quite a bit, so I'm not sure how this one's going to be with me. But a lot of people said it's great. You've said it's great, James. So I'm really looking forward to playing it. I love the cover, how they just switched it. I think that's really unique. So, yeah, I'm really looking forward to playing this. So, yeah, there's the Fleetwood Mac one. Oh, quick. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Lovely. So now we got the soundtracks. Now, I had no idea he was chucking this one in. This one here was a complete shock. Literally, we were opening the box, and it was the last one in there. And I was like, oh, didn't expect that. This is the original soundtrack. And then it's got Exterminate. Oh, a little clue there as to what it's going to be. And it's the soundtrack to the two films, Doctor Who and the Daleks, and then the Invasion of Earth 2150 AD. So yeah, so anyway, I'm a big Doctor Who fan. You know, I'll give you a quick backstory of Doctor Who. I actually got James into it, which is pretty incredible to say because he's become such a fan of the show. But yeah, I convinced James to get into it when I was getting back into it. I watched Doctor Who from Series 1 with Christopher Eccleston. I loved the David Tennant years. I really enjoyed about half Matt Smith. I kind of went off Doctor Who. I got back into Doctor Who around Season 9. And Season 9 was okay. I haven't enjoyed the current season, I'm going to be honest. But then I went back and watched all the really old Doctor Who's. And yeah, I've become quite a fan of the show overall. But these are the two movies. And this is... I can't think of his bloody name. Come on, his name's got to be on here somewhere. Oh God, it's gonna be people pointing me out in the comments here like crazy. Anyway, I can't think of the bloody actor's name. Played Grand Moff Tarkin in A New Hope. And they just CGI'd him in Rogue One. Yeah, he's playing the Doctor, and he doesn't get credited as one of the Doctors, because, you know, you've got all the Doctors, you know, number 1, William Hartnell, all the way through to, you know, number 14, Peter Capaldi. He doesn't get credited, because where they're all just called the Doctor, this Doctor is actually under the name Doctor Who. So he doesn't get credited, unfortunately. But anyway, it's a double vinyl, and it's on yellow, which is very, very nice. And they're also numbered, and there's 1,500 of these, and I got number 254. So very, very cool. So I'm going to pop that one back in. You watch, I'll think of the actor's name halfway through this video, and then I'll just have to shout it out. I do know his name. I'm just having a brain fart. So yeah, there's that one. And then the next one, I'm going to show you this. I've had this for ages. Yeah, this is not actually part of the vinyl update. I just didn't know where to put it, because the next one is a 10-inch. I didn't want to give it a Blake sleeve all to itself. So I just stuck it in the back of this one, like behind it. And I haven't opened it, because I hear it's just plain black vinyl, and I've actually got this song multiple times elsewhere. But it is the Star Wars A New Hope 10-inch, which is very cool. There it is. So yeah, you know, you get the main title and the throne room and end title. So yeah, it's pretty cool. I love the cover. That's the reason I wanted it, just the cover. But yeah, you know, me and Star Wars, I've got to have it. You know, Star Wars, in my opinion, is just the best. It is the best. There's nothing I'd rather do than watch a Star Wars film. So yep, there's that one. And then the last item up, not a record store day item, but it is so cool. And again, it is Star Wars. there were 4 special pressings on I Am Shark of the Force Awakens soundtrack. Me and James both picked it out the same one, so it was really cool. And he put it in my box. But now some of you guys might have seen this one circling on the internet. I was debating between this one and the Captain Phasma one. I went with this one because Captain Phasma isn't a big part of The Force Awakens. I think she'll be a bigger part in The Last Jedi. But yeah, here it is. Super cool cover. You get an art print in there as well. I'll show you the vinyl. There's only 500 of these, and they're going for ridiculous money on the interweb already. Kind of wish I'd got all 3 now, but anyway. Oh, look at that. That is just beautiful. Absolutely lovely. This side's kind of like a vomit colour, but I like this side because it's more orange. Yeah, you know, it is maybe the nicest record I've got, to be honest. It's so nice. Both vinyls are just, you know, super cool like that. Yeah, it's just a 10 out of 10, really. It's so nice. I love the cover. Everything about it is just amazing. So, and you can see BB-8. Who doesn't love BB-8? Find me a person who doesn't like BB-8. They gotta be sick. Yeah. But yeah, it's honestly, James, thank you so much. That is a fantastic box you've made for me there. It's incredible, honestly. The Star Wars stuff, you know me, anything Star Wars related just gets me excited. But that is awesome. So yeah, anyway, that is it for the VCLT. We're 10 minutes in. God, this is going to be a long video. Anyway, so let's take a quick look at the CD, Blu-ray and box set, so I could go quick. CD, love this album, but I don't play it much because I'm always afraid to play my vinyl copy because it's so rare. So I bought this CD super cheap. It's like 50p. It's Out the Cradle by Lindsey Buckingham. Yeah, his new album with Christy McVie got me excited for this album again. So I thought I'd pick the CD up, and I've been playing it on my way to work every morning. Because I have about a 40-minute drive to work, I normally get through most of the albums when I play them in my car. So CDs are becoming quite good for me. I've shown this in a video, my Sgt. Pepper one, but here it is again. It was 50 years ago today, the Beatles, Sgt. Pepper and Beyond. So, a little Blu-ray documentary there, which was quite nice. And box set, you guys will have to let me know if you want me to do a whole video on this, because it might be worth doing a whole video on it. Gearing up for the Sgt. Pepper box set release, because I was planning to get it, but I never did because I had to pay for other stuff. I was going to, you know, have these two sit next to each other, but I don't have Sgt. Pepper yet. But here is the Magical Mystery Tour box set, which is really nice. And it's really cool because, you know, Magical Mystery Tour is coming up for its 50th anniversary as well. Nice big book in there. So it might be nicer to do this video nearer the time of that. And you get the DVD and Blu-ray of that brilliant film. And then you get a replica of the EP. So yeah, it's very, very nice in there. So yeah, you guys just have to let me know if you want to see a whole video on this. I mean, I'm sure a lot of people will because it's the Beatles. But yeah, I'm not going to go over it in too much detail here. But put that in there and done. Right, now on to the actual records I've bought. First one up is a gimmick record. It's a joke. I bought this because I actually loved the film, surprisingly. Me and my mate went to see it. Me and my mate are both big DC fans. So when we went to see it, we just had such a laugh with it. And then when I see the soundtrack and it has this one really funny song on, I'm like, I've just got to get it for a laugh. Surprisingly, it's not too expensive. So, you know, I didn't mind paying for it. But I got the Lego Batman soundtrack. How embarrassing is that? Anyway, I love this film. Honestly, I know people are going to judge it. Because I judged the Lego movie before they come out. I'm like, it's going to be crap. They're very good, very clever films, actually. They're not your typical kid animated films like Cars or the Emoji Movie that's coming out. The Lego ones, I find I've got to stick up for. They're rather good. And, of course, we got the black and yellow vinyl. Very nice. So yeah, it has for those of you who have seen it, also has an insert as well. For those of you who have seen the film, it does contain the really funny Bat song at the start of the film. Which is why I bought it, I can't lie. If it didn't have that song on, I probably wouldn't have got it. But When I saw it had that song on, I'm just like, I've got to get it. And it's just filled with a lot of classic, well, I'm not sure I'd say classic, but some classic. A lot of great songs on. As you can see there, if you want to have a quick read through them. And yeah, I would honestly recommend giving this film a try. And I've got a 12-inch single for a soundtrack that's coming out. It's the last soundtrack record, guys. Sweet, Fox on the Run. And of course, as you can see here at the bottom, from the motion picture, Guardians of the Galaxy, Volume 2. So, that's the only reason I got it. Because I loved Guardians of the Galaxy 2. Big Marvel fan. Then I got 2 cheap Eric Clapton records. Still trying to fill up my Eric Clapton collection. I am complete on studio stuff, but I wanted to get some other bits. So I got the Yardbirds featuring Eric Clapton, which is really nice. And then this one here actually blew me away. It's all instrumental stuff, and he didn't write any of the songs. But he plays guitar on it, and it is amazing. It is the soundtrack to Homeboy. So very, very cool. You can see Eric on the back there. So yeah, very nice. Wanted to get complete on Coldplay, because I'm only missing one album in them. So I went and done that, and the album I'm missing is Milo Xyloto. I'm not a big fan of this album. I like every other Coldplay record, but this one's a bit... but anyway, I finally got it. It is the die cut one, if you can tell. Yeah, I mean, it has Paradise on. I do like that song. What else is on here? UFO, I do quite like UFO, I guess. So, yeah, it's not a bad album. It's just, compared to their other stuff, it's not great. But then while I was getting that, I also found this record. It's unofficial, but it's really cool. It's their Glastonbury performance. It's very nice. The only problem is they didn't include the 2 tracks that they done with Barry Gibb. So that's a bit of a shame. But anyway, it's a really cool. They do a lot of good tracks on there. It is unofficial, but it sounds good, and it's a nice cover. Now let's have a look at my Blondie records, because, as I say, I've recently been trying to get complete on Blondie. And I still have a couple Blondie records coming in. I think I'm actually getting one today. But that'll have to wait for the next final update. First off, we're going to do Debbie Harry solo, because I have been getting her records as well. So here's her first solo album, Cuckoo, which is quite good. Played it, enjoyed it. It's a good record. I know some people will be like, do you really need to bother with Debbie Harry? Honestly, I would say yes. It's a good album. I enjoyed it. Next one up, I have yet to play this one. It's Rockbird. This is her second studio solo album. It's really cool, this album, because you can get loads of different versions of, like, the colour of text on here. You can get one where this is written in green, one where it's written in pink. I think the pink one suited it better, I can't lie, but I'm like, I can't get pink. So anyway, this is the one I got. Yeah, I haven't played it yet, but we'll see. Now, I got this one this morning, and I actually played it this morning. And it's really cool. The only problem is, if you want to get it on vinyl, you're going to be looking a long time, because it's very rare on vinyl. I was so lucky. This seller only had it. And I will tell you the price. I don't normally go over prices. I only paid £20 for this one. It normally goes for like 50 plus. Played it this morning, and it's not that bad. It's a decent album. I was expecting it to be pretty naff. But it's actually pretty good. If I was to review it, it will get between a 6 and a 7, maybe even a low 7. And it's Deprivation. This is her 4th album. I'm missing her 3rd one, but it's coming. Deaf, Dumb and Blonde, I think it's called. But anyway, Deprivation. Very hard record to get, really. But honestly, I enjoyed it. It's a good album. Would recommend just picking up the cheap CD, because it's good. And now we're on to actual Blondie, because that's all that's available from Debbie Harry on vinyl. It's just the 4 albums. As I say, I've got one more coming in. We'll see it in the next vinyl update. So now we're on to actual Blondie. And I just basically picked up the ones I'm missing. So, for example, you're not going to see Parallel Lines and Eat to the Beat here. And that's because I've already got them on vinyl. But anyway, I was missing their debut. So here it is. It's an original pricing, which is really nice. And I absolutely love this record. It is, honestly, it's bloody brilliant. And I actually had this one in my last vinyl update. I just forgot to show it. This is Hunter, and it is the picture disc. So, very cool. I'd like to get one with the cover. But it goes for about 15-20 quid, and I don't have it in me to pay that much for this album. I didn't even pay that much for the picture disc. I think the picture disc was, like, literally £5 to £10. So, Now this album here I'm going to go into a bit of detail on because it's very strange. This was their second to last studio album before Pollinator, their most recent one. And it is called Ghosts of Download. But if you bought the vinyl, you also get their greatest hits with 3 new re-recorded songs. So basically in here you get, it's a 2 coloured vinyl set. One's pink, one's blue vinyl. You get 2 books with them, or 2 pamphlet things with each album. You get a DVD of a 1977 concert. You get a vintage gig poster. You get an album download card. And the songs they re-record are Heart of Glass, One Way or Another, and Call Me. It's an amazing package. Honestly, when I found out about this, I'm like, I've got to get it. Got to get it. So I went and bought it. So excited to get this album. The packaging is amazing. The colour vinyl is brilliant because it's not solid colour. It's like it's like a marbly look. Love the artwork to it. It's really awesome. The re-recordings are good. The DVD's good. The poster is great. Just the new album. I was struggling to get into the new album a bit. It's not great. But anyway, it's still worth picking up. It's a really nice package. Speaking of new albums, I actually had this before my last vinyl update. I just think I forgot to include it. And here it is, Pollinator, their most recent album. And this one's great. This is so good. It's definitely a great comeback for them, because if I bought their last one, I would think Blondie are on the verge of fading away. This album's brought them back. It's a great album. You've got to pick it up. It's fantastic. Okay, so now we're moving on to another one of my favourite female artists, Kate Bush. Never taken the time to look into her records until now. So here it is, Kate Bush, The Kick Inside. And of course, this has that very famous song, Wuthering Heights, which is amazing. But yeah, this whole album is amazing, really. And I just love Kate Bush. She's so good. Very, very ahead of her time. You know how people say the Beatles changed music, and then going into the 70s you could say, I don't know, who changed music in the 70s? It's probably someone who people look at. And then, you know, you got Michael Jackson in the 80s and whatnot. I really think Kate Bush, you know, had a huge impact on music, and hasn't been talked about much on my channel. I don't hear it talked about loads in the VC. So I'm going to say it here now. Kate Bush had a massive impact on music, I think. And then here is her second album, Lionheart. These are all original presses on EMI, which is really nice. And they're all in really good condition. I'm very lucky to have them. I love this. Again, you can pick your own cover, because you have the title up there. Then you have the title up there. I'm going to go with this one because this is, you know, the one which everyone knows. But that's a nice cover too. But kind of Barbara Streisand-ish. So, and then here we've got Never Forever. I really like the cover, but then the back cover. And I also have The Dreaming on the Way, so I'm really looking forward to getting that. Okay, so that is it for all the records I bought online that are kind of older records. Now on to new releases. I'm going to go quick now, because I can see we're coming up to the 25-minute mark. So I've shown this in a video before. This is the Sgt. Pepper 50th Anniversary vinyl release. And yeah, check out that video if you want to see me go into more detail on it. But I'll summarise now. The remaster by George Martin's son is amazing. The bonus stuff was kind of on-off for me. But it's amazing. It's really good. And I wish I could get the box. Next up, I've done a whole review on this. So again, I'm going to go quick here. Lindsey Buckingham and Christine McVie. Yeah, some people in my review were quite surprised that I didn't love the album. And, you know, I've had a lot of people saying, oh, it only takes 3 listens for you to judge an album. Well, I'm just doing a review here and now, guys. I mean, there's, like, 3 other reviews online of it already anyway. So, yeah, you know, I was just giving my thoughts on it at the minute. Not that I need to explain myself, but it's, you know, it's a decent album. It's okay, but I just generally didn't think it was amazing. And I really don't think that's going to change, because there's not any amazing material on there. But it is good, it is fun, it's a good album, I'd still recommend it. I don't want to be harsh on it. Next one up, I'm still waiting on their first album on vinyl. Ordered it about a month ago, so I don't know where it is. But I'm really excited for their third upcoming album, so I thought I'd go and order their second album. And here it is, Imagine Dragons. This one's Smoke and Mirrors. Now, I love their first album. I got it on CD and it's amazing. Second album, it's not too bad. I don't mind it. It's not great. But I'm looking forward to their new one. And here we got some Paul Weller, and it's quite funny actually. I've got his first album here, self-titled, and yeah, really enjoyed it. Really good album. Don't know what way to hold it because technically the gatefold opens this way, but I want to hold it that way. So yeah, this is a good album. Then I might have shown this in my last update video, but I'm not sure. I couldn't be bothered to check. His most recent album, so his first one and his last one, and this is great. This is a fantastic album, possibly the best one I've heard this year so far. So yeah, Paul Weller, Kind of Revolution, check it out. And then the last record up I have to show is one I was so excited for. It is Joe Bonamassa live at Carnegie Hall, an acoustic even. So yeah, this is really nice. If you read the sticker there, there's a lot on it. You know, 180 gram orange vinyl, download code included. Oh, it's all going on with this one. But I really wanted this one because his last studio album was my personal favourite of his, Blues Desperation. And then he done a live album recently, live at the Greek Theatre, and it was all covers. I was like, I really wanted to hear him do the songs from Blues Desperation live. So finally we get them live. And he's actually mixed them up a bit. They're a bit different because they're on orange. They're on orange vinyl, I was going to say, because it's an acoustic session. So he's actually had to strip them down a lot. But yeah, bonus, it's on orange vinyl. So here it is. Opens up. Very, very nice. Opens up again. Very cool. There he is. I'll just show you one of the records quickly, and then we better wrap this video up. It's more of a gold, really. I don't know why I say orange. I would have said maybe orange. Look at orange/gold. But yeah, that is it for this video, guys. Well, it's a long one. I've gone over. It's nearly half hour. Anyway, so I hope you guys enjoyed this video. A lot of cool records there. I've got to give one more shout out to VinylCollector James. Thank you so much. But yeah, that's it for this video, guys. Hope you enjoyed it. As I say, video of my new setup should be coming up sometime in the next couple of weeks. Artist songs, that's coming soon. You guys were all voting. I really appreciate it. All getting excited for that one. So I promise you guys that's coming soon. And yeah, that's it for this video, guys. I hope you've enjoyed it. Please hit that subscribe button, like the video, leave a message, and I'll see you guys next time for another video.